Was Shoghi Effendi always the sign of God on earth, or only after he became a guardian? It's a very difficult question to answer. Yeah. You see, many of the believers, old believers, during the lifetime of Abdul Baha, knew very well that Shoghi Effendi, Abdul Baha's eldest grandson, was going to be successful. It was obvious. But not for everybody, generally. For those who had sensitive hearts, tender hearts, felt that the special relationship between this young Shoghi Effendi and Abdul Baha is something very different. And I'm sure that you have read The Priceless Pearl of Ruhiya Khanum. One of the American believers wrote a letter to Abdul Baha that it is the impression of many friends in the United States that a child is going to lead the world. And we would like to know whether such a child does exist or not. Dr. Yunus Khan Afrukhte, in his memoirs of the 9 years in Akka, he deals with this. There is a whole chapter about this. And Abdul Baha, he says, yes, a child, it's a real child. And then there is a tablet revealed by him. I can't remember now the translation that Ruhiya Khanum included in her Priceless Pearl. But it begins with a sentence like this: yes, that child is born and is living. And then Abdul Baha speaks about the future accomplishments of this child. That child was Shoghi Effendi. He was a child at that time when this correspondence took place. He was his first eldest son. So he says that his future is glorious. I can't remember the exact words, but I remember some of the original words, if I may quote them for those who speak Persian and Arabic. إن ذلك الطفل مولود وموجود وسترين في الاستقبال لأنه يظهر بكل قدرة وقوة يتلألأ وجهه تلألؤا يتنور به الآفاق. A summary of it. I'm not quoting, maybe I'm missing some sentences with my poor memory. But he says, yes, this child exists. He has a glorious future. He will appear with such authority and strength and dominion and power unequaled by anyone in the world. It's about Shoghi Effendi. His face is so radiant that the light of his face, the reflection of his face, will bring to light or impart light on all creation. All horizons will be illumined through his knowledge, through his power. Those of us, I don't know how many of you have been in the presence of Shoghi Effendi. Oh, my dear, what a face Shoghi Effendi had. It is exactly what Abdul Baha predicted. Exactly. It was enough for Shoghi Effendi just to look here. It's not human. It's different from the looks of others. From all points of view, physically his face was beautiful, attractive, charming, at the same time very kind, very gentle, very sweet, unique. Believe me. Even when he walked, he didn't walk like us human beings. Or such authority. Even if you looked at him from his back, you knew this cannot be just a human being. Now, I'm giving you my assessment because I had the great privilege of being in his presence. As a child, as a junior youth, as a youth, then I left the Holy Land and went to Iran. From Iran, we went to Africa with Mr. and Mrs. Banani. And then there was this election and I had to come back to the Holy Land. But during the period when I was pioneering in Africa, I had the great privilege of an invitation from Shoghi Effendi to go on pilgrimage. So as an adult, as a full adult, I had the wonderful opportunity of being with Shoghi Effendi. And I'm describing to you my feelings. Obviously, I loved him. But I tell you something. What I saw of Shoghi Effendi in 1939 when I left, 1938, 39, when I left the World Center to go to Iran, when I saw him in 1957, I became so sad. The young Shoghi Effendi was no more young. He was slightly bent. All his hair had become gray. His age was only hardly yet 60. He was 59 when I saw him. It made me so sad. Shoghi Effendi, the erect Shoghi Effendi, the powerful Shoghi Effendi that I knew. Now he was old, but to be only 60, not yet 60, and to be like that, that's why he worked so hard for so long. And as he said, his fingers were tired. Why? Because he was typing. God Passes By was typed by him, and he was not a typist as such with 10 fingers, with 3, 4 fingers, that's all. Tick, tick, tick. The whole book. You know how long it takes. Late into the night, he was still working, typing. Prayers and meditations of Baha'u'llah, all typed by him. Nabil's narrative, all typed by him with all the footnotes. All his major messages were all typed by him. He said, my fingers are tired. My nerves are tired. My eyes are tired. During this period while I wasn't there and I saw him, I said, not the same Shoghi Effendi. It was as if he was a broken Shoghi Effendi. I am telling you, it saddened me so much.